Hello guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Now it did occur to me the other day that despite the fact that Minecraft is now almost 10 years old, there are still people out there who have never tried redstone or just aren't very good at it and want to learn how to get better. So today I will hopefully be showing you guys what each redstone component does and how to use it in some basic circuits. So let's jump right into the video. So this is redstone. This is it on. This is it off. Redstone is basically the wire that will connect all of your other components together to make a functioning machine. Now there are tons of different ways to power redstone, but these components that you see here are the main things. So let's take a look at each one. This is a lever. It will emit a constant redstone signal till turned off. Now these are buttons. There are two different types of buttons. Wooden buttons will emit a redstone signal for 15 ticks, while stone buttons will emit a redstone signal for 10 ticks. Oh, and just so you know, anytime you hear me refer to the phrase ticks, that is 1/10 of a second. It's what everything operates on in Minecraft. Now there are a whole bunch of different pressure plates, but I'm going to go through them one by one. This is a wooden pressure plate. It will activate when a player steps on it, or when any entity drops on it, like an item. This is a stone pressure plate. They will activate whenever a player or a mob steps on it, like this. However, they will not activate when entities drop on them, like an item. These are weighted pressure plates. Now, there are two different types of weighted pressure plates, heavy and light. And what they do is they take the amount of entities that are on them and turn them into a redstone signal. For instance, you can see if I start throwing different types of items on this, the redstone signal will start to increase. Now, the difference between heavy and light is light requires fewer items to have a longer signal strength. Well, now that we're done talking about the inputs, let's talk about some of the other redstone components, starting with repeaters. And what repeaters do is they are one of the most useful components in all of redstone. They take a signal strength that's just about to die and turn it into a fresh signal strength, meaning you can have a longer redstone signal. They do have a whole bunch of other functions, but I will cover that later. Now I'm going to move really quickly through these next few, so bear with me. These are dispensers and droppers. What a dropper will do is it will drop whatever items inside of it, and what a dispenser will do is it will dispense whatever items inside of it. Yeah, real genius there. So for instance, if there's a lava bucket or water bucket inside of here, it will dispense it, and then you can press it again to retract the source block. Now there are a whole bunch of different items that dispensers will work with. They'll work with lava, water, mob eggs, and last but not least, TNT. This is a comparator, and one of its main features is taking a redstone output from a chest or hopper or anything that can contain items and turning it into a redstone signal. And the more items inside this chest, the stronger the redstone signal will be. However, there are a whole bunch more features that the comparator has. If you want to see a full list of them, there will be a link to a video just all about comparators in the description, because to be honest, I don't know all of what they do. These are pistons. What a regular piston can do is it can push blocks. And what a sticky piston can do is it can push and retract blocks. An observer will detect whenever there's a block update in front of it and send out a redstone signal accordingly. A tripwire and hook will detect whenever an entity crosses it, like an item, or whenever a player crosses it. Then, last but not least, there's the daytime/nighttime sensor. And what it'll do is it will send out a redstone signal whenever it's the time of day that it's supposed to be detecting, whether it be sunlight or moonlight. Well, now that we're done talking about all the basic components of redstone, I think it's time we take a look at some of the more basic circuits that you can build in Minecraft. But before we do any of that, you guys need to understand the difference between hard powering a block and soft powering a block. Soft powering a block is where you power the block enough so that you can have a redstone signal out of the block, but it will not continue a signal off the block. How you do this would be something like running a redstone line straight into the block. Now, hard powering a block, on the other hand, is when you directly power the block, like this, having a lever directly on the block. That will power the block enough so you can place a redstone, like a piston or something here, and it will be powered, and the redstone signal will continue away from the block like this. You can also hard power a block by having a repeater run into that block. Now this is a T flip-flop, and what it will do is it will take any redstone output from a button and turn it into a constant signal. Now how you build this is fairly simple. You just need to place a dropper facing upwards like that, another one on top of it facing in any direction you want, a hopper connecting to the bottom dropper like that with a comparator taking an output from this dropper, have that comparator hard power a block, and then you can take your redstone output from that block, and you're just about done. All you need to do is stick a unstackable item inside of this dispenser, and yeah, that's it. Now you can see if I press this button, we have a constant redstone output. Now this next circuit is the lifeblood of all sorting systems. It's an automatic item filter. And what you can see is we have some redstone dust in here, meaning it's sorting redstone dust. So if I grab some dust, you can see that that will go through the system and it will start draining from this chest, but any other item will not. So you can see only redstone dust ends up down here in the bottom chest. Now this one's very easy to build. All you need are a handful of resources. So what you need to do is you need to place down a block here with a repeater on it, facing that way, a block in front of that repeater, a block on top of that repeater, and a block behind that repeater. On this block here, you're going to want to place a redstone torch, a comparator here, some dust covering the top of this, and then you want to place a hopper facing into that comparator. It's very important that it's facing into it. If it's not facing into it, this whole thing will not work. And that's it. It's literally this entire circuit. Now you can put any old item you want in here. I'm going to do redstone dust again. This could even be a named item, so it could be like a key or something. But you can see once this hits 18 items, it will not drain anymore. And if we try to throw any other item in on top of it, you can see it won't enter the dropper. But sadly, that is all I have time for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button. And if you really loved it, then consider subscribing. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a great day.